Welcome to your Upwell Flow. We're going to be going through a decompression practice today, so I often hold a lot of tension in my lower back, and if you're working at a desk or anything of that sort, then you know what I'm feeling like. We also got a new microphone, so hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better for all of you, and let's get started. We're going to be on our backs to begin with. If you have a block available, that would be super helpful for this practice, or just some books or something that you can kind of just lay on. Wherever you're at, we're going to come onto our mats. Going to bring our legs out in front of us, somewhere a little bit wider than hips width distance apart. And then we're going to inhale up into our bridge, pushing our pelvic floor towards the sky as we really start to engage to our glutes and our abdominals. We're going to take that block and bring it parallel towards the front of the mat. We're going to bring the top of that block to the beginning of our sacrum, or pretty much the spot where our tailbone meets our lumbar spine. So this is just a really good place to begin for our restorative bridge. We can bring the knees closer towards one another's and really just lay onto that block. You can also find this pose without a block, so just come into the same position, but your back is on the mat. Wherever you're at, let's take an inhale as we scoot our shoulder blades a little bit closer towards the top, and an exhale out through the mouth, letting go of some heat. Maybe your knees come closer together to find that decompression. An inhale through the nose, we'll fill up through our belly, finding that expansion at the top. And an exhale out through the mouth, really letting something go. Inhale through the nose, fill up to the belly, move it into your chest, holding at the top here. And exhale out through the mouth, really falling, finding that long line of energy from spine to spine. Inhale through the nose, fill up through your belly, move it into the chest, and maybe sipping a little bit more air at the top, bringing it to the crown of your head, holding here, feeling comfort in the discomfort today. And exhale, letting everything go. We're going to be moving into our Ujjayi pranayama, our victorious breath. Taking an inhale through the nose with a slight constriction to the back of the throat. And an exhale through the nose with an equal parts breath. One more time, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. This will be our guiding breath today. So if you ever fall out of your practice or just need a moment to reconnect with your body, come to your Ujjayi pranayama. Let's begin to rock our knees back and forth, bringing knee to ankle as we find a little bit of movement as we begin to flow. Just opening up through the lower back, filling into the hips here. Bringing your knees back over your ankles. Let's inhale back up to that bridge, pushing up through our glutes, and let's slide that block out from under us. Coming all the way down, slowly falling and resting on your back, drawing your knees into your chest. Let's take some little circles here as if you're drawing in the sky, rolling out that lumbar. Taking some big circles, some little circles, switching the direction if you haven't already. Meeting back in center, let's slowly rock the full length of our spine until we can gather enough momentum to roll all the way up over our ankles into a tabletop position. Once you're in a tabletop, let's begin with a cow. Dropping your pelvic floor, rolling your shoulder blades back as our neck comes long. And exhale, pushing through the shoulder blades, finding that arch in our spine. Gaze can come between thighs. Inhale to your cow, making sure our neck is long and we're not crunching it. And exhale, pushing back to your cat. Finding some intuitive movements here on the inhale, maybe rolling your hips out. And on the exhale, maybe switching the grip of your hands, feeling into your body here, whatever you need today. This is your practice, so make sure to listen to you. Inhale up to your cow. And exhale, really push the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, we come up to our cow. Exhale, we push into our cat. One more on your own as we begin to start moving breath to movement. Coming back into a tabletop position, we'll bring our left hand right under our face and inhale our right arm up high towards the sky, clasping your thumb with your fingers. Let's take some wrist circles here. Switch that direction. And dropping the arm, we'll take some big shoulder circles. Opening all the way up through the rotator cuff, switching the direction. Inhale to center, all the way up, open through the chest. Exhale, thread the needle, coming onto the right shoulder here. The right ear can come down onto the mat, but make sure that your hips are stacked right over your knees. Take an inhale here, and an exhale. Option to bring your left arm out long for a little bit of an added expression. Take an inhale, finding length. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper onto your right shoulder. One more just like that. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Bringing your left hand back under you. Inhale the right arm up high. Exhale, setting it down under your face. Inhale, left arm goes up towards the sky, clasping the thumb with your fingers. Take those circles to get the wrist moving. Switch the direction. Dropping the arm, let's take some big circles of the shoulder. Switch it up. Inhale, we go high. Exhale, thread the needle, coming onto the left shoulder this time. Option for the same extension of the arm as you inhale. And exhale, we find that shoulder stretch. Two more just like this on your own. Bringing our right hand back under us. Inhale, left arm goes high. Exhale, coming back into your tabletop. Let's begin by extending our right leg long, gas pedaling out through the calf here as we tuck the toes. Just feeling into the spaces where we might hold tension. I bike a lot, so I definitely feel it in my calves today. And then bringing the right knee onto the left calf. Let's give it a little massage here. Feeling any knots that we might be holding on to. We're just giving ourselves a nice little deep tissue massage. Dropping the right knee back down. Begin to extend the left leg back behind you, tucking the left toes as we flex and point our leg, pushing into our calf. Feels so good today. And picking up that left knee, let's begin to massage out the right. A little self-massage series. Always just an amazing little reprieve from standing or sitting. Bringing the left knee back down into your tabletop. Let's begin to push into the fingertips, relieve tension in the wrists, tucking your toes. Inhale as we float the knees up off the mat. Take an inhale here. And an exhale, you got this, engage the core. One more time, take an inhale to prepare. And exhale, we're gonna push all the way back to our first downward facing dog of the day. Really flexing into the toes, pedaling out the feet here.
nodding the head, maybe allowing a little bend in the knees to bring your torso closer towards your thighs, giving yourself a little shoulder stretch, feeling any little idiosyncrasies of your body. Meeting back in our static down dog. Inhale, the heels go high. Exhale, twist them over towards the right, making sure our arms are still parallel towards one another. Take an inhale. And exhale, really open up through that left side body. Inhale, the heels go high. Exhale, twist them over towards the left. Take an inhale for length. And exhale, stretching the right side this time. Inhale to center. Exhale, we fall all the way down onto our heels. Inhale, look up towards the top of the mat. Exhale, slowly walk forward into your ragdoll, bringing your torso generously over your thighs. Your knees are bent. Option to grab opposite hand towards opposite elbow, swaying a little bit, or with a very gentle clasp, bringing your hands behind your neck, just loosening up through the spine here for this decompression. Staying here for 2 more rounds of breath as we let ourselves fall heavy, gravity doing the work to extend us down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come up the shins or the thighs with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, micro bend in the knees. Inhale, the arms come all the way up towards the sky for mountain. Exhale, cactus and shine your heart. Elbows go towards the ribs. Inhale, the hands go towards the lower back. Extend up through your chest. Shine your heart. Gaze can come up. Exhale, prayer fold. Hands come through heart center. Forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, high plank, really pushing into the finger pads. Option to bring the knees down. Take an inhale here. And exhale, chaturanga, halfway push-up. Inhale, flip the feet, rolling the shoulder blades back for your upward facing dog. Gazing side to side. Knees are lifted. Exhale, push it back. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale through your nose here. And exhale through your mouth, letting go of some heat. Inhale, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, step walker, float towards the front. Inhale, the arms come up overhead, mountain. Exhale, cactus and shine your heart. Inhale, hands come to lower back, shine up through your chest. Exhale, hands move through prayer center, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank, chaturanga, half push-up. Inhale to an upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. You can always skip chaturangas, as we will always meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, step walker, float, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up, mountain. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, push up through your chest, hands come to lower back. Exhale, prayer fold, flowing all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high plank. Move through your push-up, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here through the nose. And an exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, stack the knees, take some little circles of the hip here. Opening up through our hip flexor, switching the direction. Inhale, back to center, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it all the way through. preparing for warrior one. We're gonna bring our back foot out to a 45-degree angle, and inhale, arms come all the way up, and the right knee is stacked over the right ankle. Making sure our legs are on train tracks here as we have a little bit of a wider stance. We'll take an inhale, and an exhale, we'll sink a little bit deeper, making sure that our hips are parallel towards one another. Maybe bump that left hip forward as you bring the right back. Take an inhale, and exhale, pyramid, straightening the right leg as we fold over the knee. This is a great opportunity to use some blocks here if you want some added support. Wherever you're at, we'll fold over that leg, making sure to find our alignment in the hips. Take an inhale here, and exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, halfway lift in your pyramid. Exhale, half splits coming onto that right foot. Take an inhale here as we extend up through the spine. Exhale, Shiva squat, left knee comes behind right. Take an inhale for length. And exhale, forward fold, left foot meets the right. Sinking down into the hips. Inhale, up to your chair, arms come up high. Exhale, bring your arms back behind you for airplane chair, internally rotating through the pinkies. Inhale all the way up towards your mountain. Exhale, hands come to prayer center. Rooting down into your left foot. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Right knee comes up high. And exhale, standing pigeon. Right ankle comes over left knee. Take an inhale here, find length. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper, opening up through that right hip. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, fly it all the way back to airplane crescent as the right foot comes down onto the mat. Inhale, high crescent, arms come up towards the sky. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Take an inhale here. And exhale, open it up, warrior two. Really find that line-to-line expansion between your fingertips, making sure left knee is stacked over the right ankle and the back foot is parallel towards the back of the mat. Take an inhale, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Flipping the left hand, inhale as we reverse our warrior, right arm comes down the right leg. Exhale, framing the left foot as we fall down onto the mat for low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, moving through your chaturanga, upward dog. Exhale, we all come back into our downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, opening up the hip, taking some circles of the knee here. Switching the direction. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step the left hand between your left leg between your hands. Inhale all the way up to warrior one. Right leg's out to a 45-degree angle. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that left knee. Take an inhale to prepare. And exhale, extending your left leg long, pyramid pose, coming over that knee, really finding that stretch in the back of the left thigh. Take an inhale here for length, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, we halfway lift. Exhale, half splits, folding over your left knee, right leg goes high. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Shiva squat, right knee comes behind left. Inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold, right foot meets left. Sinking into the hips, inhale to your chair, relaxing your forehead, your shoulders. Exhale, fly your arms back behind you, airplane. Inhale, arms come up to center. Exhale to prayer. Rooting down into the right foot this time. Inhale, left goes high, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, standing pigeon, squat it down. Take an inhale here, finding your balance. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, you got this. Exhale, airplane crescent, fly the left leg all the way back. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Take an inhale here, finding your core. Exhale, open it all the way up, warrior two. You've been here before. Take an inhale, find that length. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Flipping the right hand up towards the sky. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand comes down the left leg. Exhale, windmill your hands all the way down, framing the right foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, moving through your chaturanga. Upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That'll be our sun bee flow. So you know where to go. We're gonna move a little bit faster. Breath to movement. Inhale, right leg goes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, warrior one, arms come high. Exhale, pyramid fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale for length. Exhale to squat. Inhale, we go long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sinking into the hips, chair pose. Exhale, airplane chair. Inhale to chair. Exhale, maybe drink your bird, coming onto the toes this time, finding your balance. Rooting back down into the left foot. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, right leg's high. Exhale, standing pigeon. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, fly your arms back behind you, airplane crescent. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two, open it up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, your arms fall, framing the left foot. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, moving through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, a downward facing dog. Straight to the other side. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale for length. Exhale, Shiva squat. You are powerful. Inhale for long. Exhale, we squat it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to your chair. Exhale, airplane chair. Inhale, arms go high, find your core. Exhale, drink your bird, floating onto the toes. Heels come back down, root down right foot. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, pigeon, squat it down. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, airplane crescent. Inhale, high crescent, you got this. Exhale, warrior two, open it all the way up. Inhale, reverse your warrior, option to bind behind your back. Exhale, windmill down. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, moving through your flow. Inhale, we find up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We got one more round. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, right leg goes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale up to your warrior one. Listen to the change here. Clasp the hands behind your back. Take an exhale. Inhale, gaze up towards the sky, preparing for humble warrior. Exhale, right shoulder comes to the inside of the right knee. Bringing the palms closer towards one another to increase the stretch. Take an inhale. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Maybe a crack comes into your back. Feels so good. Inhale all the way back, warrior one. Exhale, pyramid, folding over the leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we squat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bringing it down. Inhale one more time. Exhale, coming all the way down until you can drop the left knee, sitting onto your mat. We'll inhale the left arm high for half floor to the fishes. Exhale, left knee to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, left arm goes high for half floor to the fishes. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. The gaze can come out behind you. Take an inhale here, finding length in the spine. Exhale, we twist a little bit deeper. One more round. Inhale and exhale. Coming out of the twist, we'll bring our right knee to the left sole of the foot. Left arm comes out behind you. Inhale, pushing up through the hips, shining through the heart. Option to wiggle out your shoulder, finding a little bit of movement here. Exhale, we come all the way back down, stepping it back to a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, we rise, warrior one. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up to your chest as you bring your palms together. Exhale, humble your warrior. Left shoulder comes to the inside of your left knee. Take an inhale here. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper, finding those cracks in your lower back. Inhale all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, pyramid and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, half splits. Inhale for length. Exhale to squat. You got this. Inhale, we go long. Exhale, we bring it down. One more. Inhale for length. Exhale, dropping the right knee behind the left until you can sit all the way down. Inhale, right arm goes high. Exhale, half floor to the fishes. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Gaze comes behind you. Take an inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, find that twist. One more time, take an inhale. And an exhale. Coming out of the twist, we'll bring the left knee towards the sole of the right foot. Inhale, left arm comes high as we shine our chest, opening up through the hips. Coming back down onto the mat, we can step it back to a high plank. Exhale, moving through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. And exhale, coming down onto the knees. Taking a little break, maybe grabbing a sip of water here. We've done a lot of movement so far. And so we're gonna take a little core break just to light up through our abdominals and make sure that we are strong for the rest of the day. Coming into our tabletop, we're gonna inhale our right arm out long in front of us like we're shaking somebody's hand. Take an exhale, and inhale, your left leg goes long. Exhale for spinal balance, elbow to knee, crunch it in. Inhale for length. Exhale to crunch. Inhale for long. Exhale to crunch. Inhale one more time. Exhale, dropping it back to your tabletop. Inhale your left arm long. Take an exhale. Inhale your right leg. Exhale, elbow to knee crunch. Inhale long. Exhale, crunch. One more, let's do it. Inhale for length. Exhale, coming all the way back, crunching it together. Inhale, we go out. Exhale, dropping it back down. When you're ready, we're gonna meet in a downward facing dog. Couple more flows, and then we can take a little break. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Listen for the transition. Inhale to high crescent. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Take an inhale here. And an exhale, sink low. Inhale, open it up towards star. Feet come out to a 45-degree angle. Exhale, prayer squat. Inhale, back up to star. Exhale, squat it down, maybe flipping the hands, opening back up to star. Exhale, squat. Grabbing our knees with the thumbs on the inside of our thighs, take an inhale, strapping up through the chest. Exhale, twist as we drop our left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to star. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, coming all the way back down onto the mat. Feet are parallel towards the sides. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, framing your left foot at the top of the mat, dropping your left knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, prayer twist, hooking your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Take an inhale here for length, and exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, back up to your low lunge. Exhale, framing the right foot, tucking the left toes. Inhale, the left knee comes up, the right comes to meet it. Exhale, move through your flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale all the way up towards star. Exhale, prayer squat. Inhale to star. Exhale, moon goddess, bringing your elbows towards your ribs. Inhale for length. Exhale, sun goddess, T your arms as your hands face you. Inhale all the way up towards center. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, bringing your feet parallel towards the sides of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, framing the left foot at the top, we drop the right knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, prayer twist, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Take an inhale here, and exhale, twisting from your core. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, framing the left foot at the top, tucking the right toes. Inhale, step it back, high plank. Exhale, moving through your chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming into dolphin pose, we're going to come onto our forearms for a moment and just open up through the shoulders, just like you would a downward facing dog. We just learned two different flows. Now we're going to combine the both and make one long flow. So stay with me. Inhaling back up to your downward dog. Exhale, pushing into the heels. Inhale, right leg goes long, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, half split standing. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, long. Exhale, squat. Inhale to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your chair. Exhale, airplane chair. Last little push. Inhale to your chair, sink low. Exhale, drinking bird, fly high. Rooting down left foot. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, standing pigeon. Inhale, one-legged. Exhale, option for warrior three. Flying the right leg back behind you, strapping up through the arms. Take an inhale. Your spine is strong. Exhale, airplane crescent. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Going back to the other flow. Inhale, arms come up for triangle. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. We come all the way down and we stay here. Option to grab opposite hand towards opposite elbow. Maybe grab for the twisting ankle stretch. Or maybe you put your hands lightly clasped behind your head. Option to rock side to side here. Feeling into your body, all the hard work that we've done so far. Re-engaging with your breath. Taking a long inhale. and in equal parts exhale. One more breath just like this. Gliding back up through the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, framing the left foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, we go towards our low lunge. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Half splits, folding over your left knee. Making sure that there's a micro bend in this knee to protect it. I like to tick-tock my ankle back and forth, kind of just open it up, feeling all those little kinks. Or just stay here in stillness. We'll be in this pose for 3 rounds of breath. Pushing back up onto the left foot, tuck the right toes, the left knee comes up. Inhale, the left leg comes to meet it. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more side to go. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we sink. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your chair. Exhale, airplane the chair. Last one of the day, make it count. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drink your bird. Rooting down, right foot, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, left leg's high. Exhale, standing pigeon. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, fly it all the way back, warrior three. Take an inhale as we strap up through the spine. Exhale, fly your left leg down. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, arms come towards the sky for your star. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold all the way down onto your mat. If a headstand is in your practice today, then you can make a little tripod with your hands, or I like to just make a little triangle so that I can cradle my head. And then maybe, without putting any weight in your neck, weights in the forearms here, you can bring one foot off the mat, or both feet, and then slowly, if you can keep your balance, coming all the way up into your headstand. Engaging the core, finding your inversion for today. Slowly coming back down with control into your wide-legged forward fold. Let's all take an inhale here. And an exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. Take one more round just like this on your own. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, framing the right foot at the top of the mat. Drop the left knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Straightening the right leg as we fold over the knee. Making sure we got that micro bend. Taking those ankle swivels. You can bend your foot towards your knee or keep it straight. It's honestly just an option for whatever feels best in your body. 3 rounds of breath as we stay in stillness. Bending back into the right knee. We'll flex the left toes back behind us. Inhale the left knee. The right leg comes to meet it. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming onto the knees here.
as we find our last little push for the end of practice. Sitting back onto our heels, maybe you grab a sip of water, but ultimately we are gonna extend the legs long on our mat for a seated forward fold. I recommend an option to take a block, and then we're gonna bend into the knees, and we're gonna take this block and put it on the front of our feet so that we can kick into the block as we begin to pull the block towards us. Taking an inhale, we'll find the length, and exhale, kick and pull at the same time so as to decompress, elongating from our shoulders all the way to our lumbar spine. Take another inhale here, and exhale, we fold. One more breath just like this on your own. On the exhale, we sink a little deeper. Coming back up to a seated posture, extending the legs out long, the arms come in front of us, and we take a reverse sit-up all the way down onto the mat. The last little core work for today until we lay in a prone posture. Wherever you're at, let's inhale the right knee up into our chest for a wind removing pose. Taking a little bit of a circle here as we clasp the front of our shin, opening up through the hip, making sure that all of our toes are flexed back towards our face. Switch the direction in your twist. And inhale, extend your leg long, grabbing for the back of the thigh or the calf, and begin to flex and point your foot. Let's take some little circles of the ankle here, switching that direction, and then bringing your arms behind your head. Start to take little circles of your hip here as you lower the leg so that it's just hovering over the mat, going ever so slowly as we root down our lower back onto the mat. Once you reach the bottom, start to switch the direction and raise the leg up towards the sky once more. Once you can print your foot on the ceiling, slowly lower your right leg. Inhale, the left leg, clasp for the back of the shin, bringing your thigh up and around your rib cage, wind removing pose. And begin to take some circles of your hip here, opening up, switching that direction. Extend your leg long and clasp for the thigh or the calf, flex and point the foot. And then take some little circles of the ankle here, switching the direction. Arms come back behind you and take little circles as we lower the leg to hover over the mat. Lower back is pushing into the ground. So slowly until we're just crisping the mat, then we'll switch the direction, coming all the way back up until you can stomp your foot on the sky and slowly bend at the knee and bring your left knee up and over your body for a supine twist. You can push your left knee down with your right hand or bring your arms out to a goal post or a T, whatever's comfortable. And if it feels good in your neck, you can gaze over your left shoulder. Let's all take a collective inhale through the nose, filling up through the belly, and an exhale out through the mouth. Take 3 more rounds of breath just like this as we twist from the core, just falling onto our mat as we wind down practice. Inhale back to center, and exhale, extend your left leg long as you bring the right knee bent over your hip, and exhale,
bringing your right knee up and over towards the other side, maybe pushing down the knee with your left hand, while the hands can come out wide to your sides. Gaze can come over your right shoulder this time as we take an inhale. And exhale, sinking a little bit deeper into our pose, breath to movement. Coming out of the twist, bending into the right knee, the left will come to meet it. Happy baby, we can grab for the outside of the thighs, cast our peace fingers around big toes, making sure that our lower back is stuck onto the ground and not peeling up. Extend one leg at a time, bending into a knee as you straighten the other leg, or extend both legs long and begin to rock back and forth, massaging out the last little bit of your lower back. When you feel good and you're happy baby, we can bend and bring our thighs into our chest as we clasp our arms around them. Maybe you can grab for the elbows. Let's take an inhale as we squeeze into a tiny little ball, every little bit of effort we have. And then exhale, let everything go, coming into your Shavasana, opening up wide, taking up space here. This will be our last pose for today. And it's important to remember that Shavasana is more of a state of mind than it is a pose. Just as the sky is oftentimes blue, there are other moments where a cloud will come through and take up a bit of space. But just as intangible as clouds are, our thoughts may come into our mind, but we will not hold on to them today as we fall deeper into our breath awareness and sink into our practice. Namaste.